Hey guys, what's going on? It's Quicksilly here, and I've been thinking about how I can help all you guys out there that groan at the sight of that dreaded defending role in Rush. So I'm making a series specifically to help the guys that are completely lost when it comes to playing defense. Now as you can see, this is Grand Bazaar, and I'm playing the support class. I honestly feel that there are two types of players out there. The player that's a little more conservative, we'll coin them defensive players. They tend to hang back and do a little more observing and waiting to react, whereas the aggressor is more about pushing up and spearheading toward the objective, and dealing with the opposition along the way. Because of this, the attackers tend to gravitate toward being medics and engineers because these classes were designed for rushing and dealing with something within an instant. But with support and recon, it's more about the setup and anticipating what your enemy's next move will be. You set up claymores because you know an enemy may traverse down that path, or you rig up an objective with C4 in order to cover an area you cannot be at 100% of the time. Same with recon class. Positioning is crucial to being successful while using these classes. So you see me set up at a certain spot because I know it will be heavy traffic. And if I can do my best to lock down one part of the map, it will make defending that much easier for my team. So you're going to see me implement some of these strategies right now. As you can see, they basically steamrolled us in our first base. And this is because we weren't quick enough at the onset of the match. And base is really hard to take once they take that A crate because they just hit you from all angles. So I flanked behind them and I managed to slow their momentum a little. And this is good, and I fell back a little because I know they're just going to funnel into the street, and I set my C4 up, and I got to disable. But it's still good because I slowed their tanks so they didn't at least push past the street. I managed to stop their armor for now. At this point, I set up for the infantry because I know that their armor's no longer up, and it's not going to be up for some time. So just get ready for the infantry to just funnel in. You can see this is why I chose the M60 with the bipod, because this thing has some ridiculous range. You can see I shot all the way into their original deployment. And the LMGs are just great for dealing with multiple targets, taking out squads, especially when you have your bipod down. It's just terrific positioning. And perhaps I should add my extended mag here, but I actually enjoy using that laser sight because it makes the hip fire really amazing on it. It makes it a lot easier to use up close. Luckily, I had a teammate across the way helping me out, covering me, or else I might have been gone there. So, yeah, you can see I'm just setting up my C4 at this bottom part of the rubble right here. Now, unless the tank crew anticipates that I'm going to have C4 on here, there's no way that they can defend against this because it's at such low an angle that they can actually hit it with splash damage. So unless infantry sees it or they are somehow able to see it, there's no way they can defend against it, and they basically have to drive over that C4. So some people may see what I'm doing right now as camping, but I'm doing my team a favor, and watching these areas no one else will. So if you see that there's a spot that someone isn't covering, basically while you're defending, make sure that's your priority to cover that area. And you can see right on time, the tank's coming up again. And you can see my teammate right there. He almost pushed up, and I was warning him, don't push up, because I have my C4 down, and I'm waiting for him to drive over it. So I didn't want him to draw attention to the fact that there were a couple soldiers there just waiting for him. And you can see right now I'm getting mortared, so I'm definitely getting a lot of the attention of the enemy team. They're focusing on this road specifically, so we got the tank, the mortar crew, and a bunch of infantry focusing on us. So instead of maybe finding a way to take us out and flank around into a different direction, they're just getting pushed straight into the street. And as you can see on the left side right there, my team's got that left flank way covered, so if I wasn't here, they might be able to actually push through and might actually be able to break our line and easily flank around. Another thing, you can see I'm pushing up right now. I'm going to set my C4 up one more time, and finally I decide to try to back flank them because I think this is perfect timing. And you'll see that I do have some success, but in the end it probably would have been smarter just to hang back I take out a couple guys. I take out this guy right here. Check the right flank way. Then I try to push in from behind. There's a couple guys right there. I got one guy. The other guy picks me off. So it's probably not the smartest thing to do right there. I mean, flanking is always a great defensive maneuver, but only if your team has all areas covered and you actually know that it's going to be covered while you're flanking. So this is what I'm talking about, anticipating your teammates or your enemies' moves. So you could see I already had C4 set up because I know the tank's going to come down the road. My buddy, he put mines behind him, so I decided to throw a grenade, and then he knew he was screwed, so he had to push up onto my C4. I blew him up. So it was pretty hilarious. His tank flipped right there. You could see we're not wasting any time. We're pushing up again. We're trying to get control of that street again because they broke through. I'm trying to cover my teammate right here. But without the bipod, the aimed fire on this M60 is pretty terrible. It's good for suppressing fire, but other than that, yeah, you see I just like completely failed right there. I thought I was I knew I was screwed, so I had to get out of there. But I basically ran into the wall. One thing I want to talk about is finishing the game clean. So definitely when you're playing defense, if you're at a situation like this where it's about to end, you want to finish the game off clean. And that's what I did. I was rushing towards the objective, and I was able to distract those two guys. Let me know what you guys think about these ideas. If it helped you, please leave a like, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe if you want more.